Sweet's crew, and you know, when you see these two little, I guess, group matches and how they played against other teams as well, they were just doing so much better. It just seems like an easy choice, and we're going straight into the game on back. There's no time for predictions. It is Product, baby.
Yes, yes, yes. Here we go. Yite already spamming some damage down, but it's a big bomb in. Trip following it up with his soldier pair, and they're going to get Yite immediately. That's no demo on the side of Swift, so it's going to be really hard to win here, but good flank in by Uber there. Does take down the player, and with no skis on the side of Swift, that's going to leave Taurus down as well. Ain't taken down, and that leaves just High Five left alive for his team. He's got to take down 3 players if he wants to still win this mid fight, and he is on the hunt here. 4 HP taken down by Jinx.
I mean, he had the potential there. Everyone was brought very low on the side of Black Swan, but they couldn't just find anybody. It was a nice little sneaky sort of bomb coming out from, I think it was Trip there. The ground works for some damage, and then Jinx just finished him off. But we're taking almost like a second little mid-fighters there, seeing if they can cap under their noses here over against Black Swan. They will have that sort of loser's advantage from playing the Product map. It's a unique little feature of the map itself, and you actually see a little wraparound bomb coming out from Landbar from Swift, and he can't seem to land the rockets too much right now. He actually will clean up these final kills with his teammates, and they will hold on to that midpoint.
Yeah, so Swift, I mean, very decisively taking this point right back in their favor, going to be counting down with that clock, and they've sort of set up this forward hold here that we see very often on Viaduct, as they're going to try to stall the enemy team from getting back out here and stopping them from getting to the point even before they can get to their spawn. So it's a big Uber advantage on the side of Swift. I mean, we'll probably see some people try to get out. You'll already see Jinx up on the Pyro to try to break this forward hold, and it's something we see very often. Trip jumps in, but he doesn't get the force or get any frags. That's really what he was looking for, but there is still a guy in behind. Fruit, again, does get taken down by, I believe that's Zilly, so the 2-man sack in, both soldiers not able to accomplish anything on the side of Black Swan.
Yeah, very atypical forward hold coming out by Swift here. It can really shows, I guess, the men from the boys when you can get a very successful forward hold going. There's nothing more demoralizing than not being able to get out of your own spawn on Vido.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to send a soldier in once again, and this time they're choosing to pop on him. So they're just going to take this exchange, and it is a bit late of a pop from Skis, so their recharge is going to be a bit better, but Trip was able to use this as an opportunity to get in behind the enemy team, maybe cause some damage with Fruit, his soldier partner here, and now they're getting a big flank in, getting some damage down on the demo and the scout as well, but really not able to hit the shots they want. Fruit and Lambar are going to trade out over by the cliff area, so that makes the 5-on-5 still fighting here for the points. You can see the forward hold has solidly been broken at this point, but they got to do a little bit more than that. Black Swan still running on at this point. Gonna get the frag on the Yite once again. He is gonna go down, so with Ether winning that demo 1v1, it's gonna make it a lot easier to stand on this point, but AIM gonna be going for a big play, but Ether takes him down with an air pipe, and that's gonna be a great job. Skis and Land Mode all getting taken down. High Five gets one for the counter frag, but I'm not sure it's gonna matter too much here, Turbo Tabs.
Very nice walking forward by Black there, just kind of taking the time with it. Nobody kind of overextending. It's very tempting to kind of just bomb in because it's the easy and almost direct answer to starting these fights. It's much harder to just play it slowly and just hope that the mistakes come.
Yes, now we see Land Mode again. They're just pushing forward. They want to get aggressive, and they're going to pick up the Demo Man. So that's a really early pick onto Ether, and that's going to help them a whole lot here. They don't even have Ubercharge or anything, but because they're able to get so many frags and so much aggression, the 4-man sack was able to pick up 3 players. So in the back lines, High Five and Skis were just building that Ubercharge back up, going to try to equalize things here. They didn't get the force, so they might not be able to come in right away, but maybe with these respawns, they can make something happen. Yeah,
it's almost a little scary here. They could take this uber aggressive over on Black Swan and actually go for the pick onto Skis, and he is out of spawn, and they want to get close that line right now, but he's a bit far away for their liking. They're not actually going to commit fully with the Uber and decide to just back off instead and just tank the fact that they had a bad Uber.
Yeah, still a lot of fights going on here. Lambar does get taken down. I'm pretty sure that's Zilly on an alias, so yeah, I guess we'll just keep calling him that. But Fruit getting taken down as well as Trip, so no soldiers on the side of Black Swan, and they are going to lose this point. 1:05 on the Swift clock, ticking down, 1:19 on Black Swan. So Swift still with the advantage in this game so far, and 100% Ubercharge on Skis as well, so that's going to make it pretty hard for them to come back and take this point. I assume they could do the same thing that we just saw Svift try, which was maybe the 4-man sack while you're building with your medic back in spawn, or maybe they just try to bully their way onto the point. It's going to be a bit tough without Ubercharge, but here they come, bombing in a couple of soldiers. Now the Demo Man as well, and they do get the force, so excellent job. Shot of the air, I mean, high five, and the other scout doing a great job of punishing these players, but they got the force, and they even got an extra frag too, so that's exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried that they might be a bit apprehensive about sending these bombs in, because they've only got 20 seconds left now to actually make this Uber work. A lot of teams might just opt to build the Uber really, really quickly and then take the direct Uber versus Uber fight, but they felt more confident by actually forcing out the Uber instead, and it's just going to be a hard push because they've literally only got 10 seconds left and they have to fight around this point to make it work.
Yeah, Black Swan, they just do or die for the rest of the round for them if they don't want to go down 1-0 early in this match. They've got a lot of point time already, and there's a couple players in behind. Fruit not really able to accomplish much. Jinx is charging forward on that Demo Man, but yeah, he's going to live to tell the tale, at least for now. But now we can see the counter aggression from Swift, and they got a minute and 12 to just cap this up because it isn't overtime. So the second they cap it, that's going to be the round for them. So Jinx still on this flank, managed to get some damage down on the soldier, but he's eating some heals. Doesn't really matter, though. Still pushing forward. Did manage to get that frag before being picked off by Yikes, so that leaves 2 down on each side. 4-on-4 fight happening. Now we see the Uber charge being popped off by Skis. Only 65% from Cheris, so he's not going to have his anytime soon. And with Ether going down, they need to stop this point. They got to try to get on it. Fruit and Midas as well. Trying to get on here, but a big sticky from Yike takes down the soldier. And this is going to be almost impossible at this point. Another pipe from Yike takes down Charis. And this is going to be the first round going in favor of Swift.
Yeah, they had to do like a desperation play where they didn't really want to commit in and risk it all because they know that they could just lose the round off the back of that. But the only way they were going to hold on to that for a good minute and a half is taking those huge risks and actually going for those big team wipes instead of just sitting back, because you know if they take trades, it's still going to hurt them in the end because they were holding on to the point.
Second mid fight now coming out here on Product. He wants to win this one. I mean, last time, Black Swan weren't doing too bad at the mid, so if they can replicate that and keep it going, this will be great for them. Already the medic in solo. Ski's only at 52 HP, but Yite is the first one to fall, and some great aggression coming out by the soldiers, but Ether cleaning them up right after they managed to take down the medic, so that makes it a 3-on-3 happening, still fighting on this midpoint. Mine is taken down by land mode, and high five gets another one onto Jinx, so the scouts on Swift just doing so much work, and they're going to clean up another one. Ether taken down. It's a full wipe on Black Swan.
That's some classic TF2 there. You send your bombing soldiers in, they lay the groundwork, the damage, even some kills here and there, and just let your scouts stay alive. They love those sort of post-Uber fights and just running around and cleaning everybody up, and I mean, Swift's just showing you how it's done.
Setting up some traps now, Yite. I mean, they're hoping to hold this for a bit of time now. Black Swan gonna send some sacks in. Trip doesn't really get anything. Jinx either eats some rockets from Lambar. And this is just a complete collapse. They did get Yite, so that's no more demo on the side of Swift. That's no more traps, which might make it a little bit easier. But again, this is the 4-man sack that we see. Ideally, what they're going for here is the Uber Charge Popper, just a crazy amount of frags. But one Demo Man, it'll help, but it's not gonna be exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, it looked a bit like two-dimensional play, in my opinion, coming out of Black Swan. They just jumped straight into them, and you've got to respect that these scouts are pretty talented. They're going to clip you out of the air. You need a distraction if you want to actually follow up on these bombs or get a clean bomb out against a team like Svift.
Yeah, now we see Jinx walking up on this right-hand side. I mean, they still kind of want to take this fight. Uber charges are being exchanged on point, so Midas getting flashed there, not really eating too much damage, though. It's still a soldier getting back off there. Is Lambar going to get taken down? I don't think he is. Still fighting here on this cliff side. We see Soldier bombing up as well. Midas trying to take him down before he can deal too much damage to the Demo Man, but Fruit and Midas both getting taken down, and suddenly things are turning in the favor of Swift with these 2 frags they've already gotten. And high five does get taken down. That was a nice rocket from Trip, but I'm not sure it's going to matter still. I think Swift are in the driver's seat of this, and with Trip so low, will be managing to escape, but his team not winning this fight.
I mean, they didn't win the fight, but they won the clip on their Twitch. That was quite stylish there at Corn Pop, but they're making another go of it. They haven't really lost any major casualties, so they can have a quick reinitiation in at a very prompt time. They haven't lost a little time, but they can't seem to find too many kills right now. It's actually being equally traded between both of these teams, despite having the little advantage. They actually get the kill onto Yite, so that will solidify things for them there. And they've got an Uber Charger as well in their back pocket to defend with.
Yeah, Ski's going down there with a big frag, because with that, Black Swan are going to have 100% Uber charge advantage to walk right back onto this point. And you can tell, I mean, Swift are kind of trying to cap it off now, but as soon as Black Swan just get here, they can bully them off. Good that they managed to cap it, but now we see the soldier still bombing in. Lambar not able to hit the frags that he needs to. Being followed up in by AIM, but again, taken down by Fruit. So great job by Black Swan not having to pop their Uber charge off here. That's what's really important. Unless they can get like 4 or 5 frags, they really want to hold on to this Uber charge and cap the point, and that's exactly what they did.
I don't know what play they're really going for. They're trying to just attack fully buffed people and not really prioritizing Charles Zuber at all to just force that out. And yeah, and even on top of all that, they're going one by one, so these bombs are just particularly ineffective.
Jumping around the rock now. It's going to be some more sacks in by the soldiers. AIM and Zilly going to be getting in here. They do get the frag on Ethos, so once again, that's no Demo Man, and the force comes out of Black Swan as well, but they get so many frags with it, I don't think it's going to matter. Skis getting taken down. The big one going to keep this Ubercharge advantage alive, and Yite's in a bit of trouble here in a 1v1 against the scout open area. That's never going to go well for the Demo Man. I don't care how good your pipes are. Jinx does get cleaned up here in the enemy team spawn, but he got what he wanted.
I mean, too much of a commitment, in my opinion. I mean, Yite isn't going to do much when he's sitting back waiting for his team, and he's going to, because of that loser advantage, he's going to respawn in 5 seconds anyway. The Scar has to get back to this fight, and he's not going to actually be in time for this fight.
Yeah, but 56 seconds still on that Swift clock, so if they can cap it, they will still have this time advantage. Trip looking to get aggressive here on the rock. He's going to manage to get some damage down on the other player who was up there, but 42 HP on him, so he's really got to retreat back off. Swift are going to be able to claim this point with just the players that they have here on their point. But again, it is Ubercharge advantage for Black Swan. They've had this for a while now, and they're just going to be reaching 100% up on Cliffside. Looks like they want to lead in on Jinx. So it's just up to them when they want to pop it, if they have to pop it at all. Yes, they are. They're going to try to get the frag on a Ski. Ski's been dying a lot. Yite as well, in a lot of trouble here, but Jinx on 6 HP, not going to be able to do it. And AIM, the other soldier, Zilly, doing a great job cleaning everybody up. Finally, Skis does get taken down by good aggression from Trip. Trip just trying to stay alive at this point. He's fighting AIM. Big bomb by Midas again, doesn't really accomplish much. Trip taken out of the air by Zilly, and Char's going down as well. So absolute destruction on the side of Swift.
Yeah, they're not really prioritizing the medic kill really early on there. You actually saw the scout focusing the Demo Man, and if he actually took out the medic instead and decided to back off with their own medic, go back to that point and just kind of play off the heals, I feel like that would have worked a lot better than just going for the frag straight out there and hoping that they could deal with the Uber later.
So with no advantage, Black Swan needs to get on this point once again. Swift are in overtime, so even if they cap this, I mean, it's not going to be a great situation. High five is on the medic, and he's going to get that pistol frag. That's going to be it. 2-0 for Swift, and they've been pretty dominating so far in this map.
Yeah, it's getting, as time goes on, they just seem to be showing more and more dominance on this map. It just makes me believe that at this rate, Black Swan are going to be completely out of this map. But there's still 2 rounds, and who knows, maybe they could start just changing up entire strategies, maybe in off-class perhaps. Yeah,
and Vida can be one of those swingy maps. I mean, once you can start getting around, one round doesn't really have that same effect on the other that they tend to do on 5CP, where things might be a little bit more swingy. So we'll see here. 2-0 on that scoreline, and Fruit going to be going for the first bomb in onto Yite. Again, Yite dying early in this mid. This is a common theme we're seeing, but it doesn't seem to be hurting Swift too bad. Now we see trying to take down this soldier. Trip with a nice rocket onto the scout, getting that direct hit, but it's not going to matter too much because Black Swan are still all over this point, and they're happy to be capping it off first.
Yeah, Demo Man is still a massive force when it comes to King of the Hill, so you really want to prioritize his life even over your teammates. So usually you want to make it a big role on your scouts and your soldiers to protect your Demo Man on these little beginning fights. But they're going to have to work with the pieces that they've got now. They've got their charge ready, but both of the teams should have them in the back waiting at the moment. Nobody wants to really strike right now. They want to maybe pick someone up over Black Swan, but overextended, ended up getting forced. They're taking the fight straight into against High Five. Look at High Five, just holding his ground, not even scared, looks him straight into the eye and slaps Midas down to death.
Now, Ski's Ubercharge was so much better in that exchange. I mean, he didn't have to pop forever, but there is a bombing soldier in here and not going to be able to get what he wanted. Fruit just dying as he comes in here. High Five cleans him up with that. So great job by the scouts of Swift. And they're not done yet. They want to get the soldier frag. Yes, they will. Yite hits him with the stickies and Trip gets taken down. So there are some still aggressive players, but Charis was able to take down land mode before he was able to get that frag. I believe that's bot mode again on that alias.
Yeah, I'm surprised Yite isn't going a little bit forward, setting up like an earlier trap somewhere, but I guess maybe all these deaths are getting to him. He thinks, I don't want to go into a dangerous compromising position. My team needs me right now, and he's just going to sit back and wait for them to come to him.
Yeah, so point now sort of being capped by Black Swan. They got a lot of time on it, and they've got a lot of positioning as well here, as well as the health advantage. It's about even Uber charges, so if they can bully their way onto the point, maybe try to cap it, and even if it gets exchanged right away, that's just a little bit more time for you, but they're going to lose Jinx, and this could be the start of a collapse if they're not careful. Midas and Fruit both getting taken down. This is exactly what I was talking about, especially with Swift popping his Uber charge off. Now Charles is back safe and sound in spawn, unless the scout can get the frag. It's bot mode, and High Five as well, trying to get something here. They're going to get tripped, but they do force the Uber charge off as well, so they lose a couple of players, Swift do, but they got the force they wanted. They still hold on to this point, and they're probably not going to lose it here unless Black Swan can really pull out something crazy.
I'm not seeing nearly as enough counter jumping coming out from Black Swan as I am seeing from Svift when it comes to these sort of fights. They're the first one to aggress, and usually you like to see any sort of a counter aggression coming out from these soldiers of Black Swan, but they just sit back and kind of watch the team get farmed here.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx was allowed to just run and get so much damage down and hit so many frags. He's gotten, I think, 4 in that fight alone. Aim, though, cleaning up on the scouts, exactly what he needs to do. Hunting for this demo man as well is going to get Ether before he can make it back to the pack. So Aim, I mean, just having a brilliant game so far on a 9 kill streak you can see on the HUD. So he's playing really well right now, and he's going to be able to cap this point off for his team.
Yeah, you can see that's another example. Maybe not counter jumping, he just kind of walked into it. So maybe counter walking, where he just kind of became this tank, ran straight into them. This is very, very opposite play compared to some of the soldier play from Black Swans. But I mean, they've been making some good charges on Black Swan, and they've got it in them. They just need to hold on to that point for a little bit longer. That's all.
Absolutely, it's not been a complete roll, and Fruit killing himself is not the way you're going to turn this around. That makes it a 5-on-6 here as Black Swan are still struggling to get onto this point. Going to be just under a minute pretty soon here for Svift, so the last 60 seconds very important on Vieta for that clock. So just hitting that 60-second mark now, and it is even Ubercharges from both teams. I mean, maybe if Black Swan can work their way into advantage, but losing Jinx, I mean, just losing these random picks through chaotic fighting on this middle point. They lose Midas as well, training out for Zilly, so Yite's still on this middle point as well, 63 HP, but not getting cleaned up on, so there's no scouts left on the side of Black Swan to be able to push forward onto that demo man.
Yeah, Ubers are back up for both of these teams, but it just seems like the positioning and just like the movement of Svift just seems a little bit stronger. They can kind of dance around these fights much better. Actually, they catch out Yite during that Uber. Very nice coming out from Black Swan here. Now they just need to kind of chase down some of these flank players, and they're doing that just now. But actually, there's a bit of a problem when it comes to target selection here on Corn Pop, and they will actually lose out over against Svift. Svift just seem to be dancing around and picking the targets a bit better compared to Black Swan.
Yeah, so I mean, Black Swan have the point now, but 12 seconds again on their clock. It's not overtime, which we've seen the last couple of rounds, but still 12 seconds, not a whole lot of time, and they're already immediately on this point. Big rocket coming out onto Midas, taking him down. So that makes it just a 5v6 once again. One more scout down on the side of Black Swan, and that's going to make it that much harder to push in the last 6 seconds of this game, but they're going to do their best anyways, charging forward with all their players. Fruit taken down by High Five, and Trip over on this flank as well, trying to get some spam down. He is going to find the one frag on a bot mode, and maybe he can find a couple more, but no, it's just not going to happen for him. They're getting all the frag on the side of Svift.
If I had any sort of piece of advice for Black Swan right now, I think they need to kind of divert the soldiers away from just going straight into the team of Svift, and maybe start playing on these flanks some more, get behind, just be annoying, kind of preserve your life, and then kind of maybe coordinate some of these bombs a bit better once someone's got a different direction like on your enemy team here.
And Aim on your screen, you just saw looking very excited after that round win. 3-0, it's first to 4, so this is match point for Svift to win the first map in this best of 3. Really needs to turn around on the side of Black Swan if at all possible here. Bot mode, trying to find this soldier who's bombing in onto his team. He should be able to get this frag. Yes, he will. That's Fruit taken down now, and a big rocket actually coming out from Aim on the soldier onto his cliff, but everybody's charging forward on the side of Svift. They're getting so many frags. They did lose their one player, but Jinx getting taken down as well, and that is going to be another full wipe on the side of Black Swan.
Again, you can see the difference in timing. Svift soldiers are going when there's a lot more chaos happening, and you see the Black Swan soldiers are going in when everything seems a lot more calm and isolated and easier for the scouts for them to pick out. And you can see just in the difference of frags alone.
So now the time is ticking down on the side of Swift's clock, and they're once again in this forward hold. We've seen them take this a couple of times so far in this match. It's certainly a common play. Last time they brought out the Pyro to try to break it, and this time it seems they've tried the exact same strat. If they can reflect some rockets in this very choky area or get tripped in, and he's gonna get the drop. Actually, the sniper got it. Midas, I didn't even know he was up on sniper, but managed to hit the body shot right when the soldier was bombing in, and Skis drops that one. So with no Uber charge left on the side of Swift, 70% already from Black Swan, surely they'll be able to get on this point.
Yeah, they were, I guess, a little bit scared of fighting up against the Pyro with the dual soldier on that left-hand side, but I still feel like you can hold on to your ground, especially with that Uber as well. But the fact that they ran away with it, oh my god, what a collapse, actually, coming out from Black Swan. So that's going to kind of bat off that forward defense. But yeah, again, if they could have hold their ground as Svift and just kind of counted on the Uber charge to bail them out there, rather than just backing out of the doors and then letting that sniper get that peek.
Yeah, so that was kind of an interesting way for Swift to play the 4-man sack on Viaduct. They did it really early. I mean, already they were just running out with Yite and Skis, but they jump 4 players in and take down Charis before he's even able to get that Uber charge. So now again, they have Uber charge advantage despite Skis dropping a little bit earlier here, but they're going to be able to work their way onto this point as soon as they get that charger, and even if they can just get a couple of frags. But Jinx getting aggressive, and with the medic going down, that overcharge advantage is nullified. Skis going down, lab mode as well, taken down, bot mode not having a good game, at least for that life, but 4 still alive on the side of Swift. A 4-on-4 here as they are being capping this point off. Swift are about to get it as long as they stand on it now. I think they're just waiting for some respawns.
Yeah, I think that maybe trying to set up, dedicate a few players to getting that force or kill onto Charis, but they actually will clean up some of these sort of stragglers on the flank-hand side, and they're looking ready to take that midpoint all over again. They've got that overcharge advantage as well if they want to hold on to it, but if you're Swift here, you probably want to just force them, and actually they will get said force just now. They will actually find the Yite kill for that, but not the worst sort of pick in the world. As long as they keep Skis alive, they can come back and get this point lickety-split.
Yeah, Jinx kind of fighting a long scout 1v1 there, both just deciding to back off. Nobody was really hitting the shots they needed to clean up the enemy players. So now Black Swan in control of this point. 2 minutes left on their clock. They need to win this round within the next 3 if they want to win this game, or at least this first map in the best of 3. Now Jinx taking a lot of damage here. Bot mode does get taken down by Ether though, and with that one pick, that should make it easier to hold on to this point, but despite that, I'm just running forward. Jinx gets the frag on a high 5, and Fruit kills himself. Like, that's the 2nd time he's done that this game. Neither time I've caught it, but in the kill feed I've seen. Now Jinx trying to pressure this soldier in behind as well. If they can manage to get him before he can cause any sort of a distraction, looks like he's already back on the enemy team's cliff, so they are going to have to worry about that. Black Swan, I mean, only a minute left on the side of Swift's clock, so they really need to get on this point. Finally, Jinx takes down the soldier in the back lines, and Yite's trying to get aggressive. I'm just not sure why they haven't gotten onto this point. They're finally about to get their Uber charge, but Skis pops his off now. 97% on the side of Charis. He should be able to get this. Now he gets 100, but they're going to drop Fruit in that because they didn't get it quite in time. Aim, great job forcing out the Uber charge, but Skis and Bot Mode Yite all getting taken down. So this is actually a pretty effective Uber. Trip's doing a lot of work with it, and now up in the air, high 5. Aim also manages to get the glass frag onto Charis, making sure he dies, but gets that medic frag in return. So great trade by him. Midas still trying to save his scout friend here, and he will, wow, he doesn't even need his help. Jinx hitting all the shots he needs to on a high 5. And finally now Black Swan are getting on the point, but again, there's less than 20 seconds on Swift's clock.
That was excellent play coming out from AIM there. Not only did he get a lot of damage before that Uber was popped off and got maybe a kill here and there, he also got the post-Uber kill onto the medic during when the busy periods and the quiet periods started to calm down. So we'll see what sort of response they can actually lay out in this second or push in.
Yeah, this map is almost over now. If Swift win this one, it will be the end. Pushing forward now, Yite getting a whole lot of damage, and as well Jinx getting taken down here. The point does get capped back in favor of Swift, so that's a great job by them. There's only 13 seconds left on their clock. Black Swan are looking really, really rough here. They need to get on the point as fast as they can. There's still 2 players down. Just going to be getting up the respawn, Midas and Trip, but as they're going down, it's going to be such a hard fight. It's a 5v6. Jinx seeing a lot of good aggression, but he's really not hitting the shots he wanted to, and Swift are going to take it 4-0. Mela, you just watched that whole game. What analysis do you have for us?
Well, this isn't Mela. This is still Turbo Tabs, but I finally hit puberty. Yes, quite a simple win for Swift, it appears to me. I can't exactly break down this game, Corn Pop, for